Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Thanks for joining the Backlook Cinema Podcast with Zach and Zoe.
On this show, we take a look back at the movies of yesteryear.
That means we're going to talk about some of the best movies from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s.
So thank you for joining us. Now let's get it started in here. Hi, this is Zach.
And this is Zoe, and welcome to the Backlook Cinema Podcast with Zach and Zoe, where we take a look back at the movies of yesteryears. But now this is a special bonus episode. We're not going to be talking about yesterday's movies. We're going to talk about a movie that we just saw yesterday. And what was that, Zachary?
The Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad.
Or the, whichever one, either way.
I'm talking about, this is the Suicide Squad right here. This is the Suicide Squad. This is the real deal right here. So, we want to give you our impressions of the movie. We're going to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, right? So we're not going to tell you what happened in the movie. We're just going to tell you how we feel about this movie. And I'm going to have some special commentary on James Gunn. But, let's do... Oh, shoot. I pressed the wrong button. Let's do a little bit of a rundown for the movie, which was directed and written by James Gunn, famous for two excellent movies of Guardians of the Galaxy, excuse me, I can't voice. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and he will also be directing the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas Special and the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And I have been told that you have to watch the Christmas Special.
Really? Okay.
Right, you have to watch. You can't skip it.
Okay,
it's part of it. It's really...
So it's unlike the Star Wars Christmas Special, where it's like, hey, here's Boba Fett, and then, when he had the next movie, it's like, oh, so hey, here's Boba Fett again.
Well, here's the thing. When they originally made the Star Wars Christmas Special, it was supposed to be canon, but it sucked so bad, it was like, nope, not canon anymore. We're not doing that.
But when it was supposed to be canon, it's like, oh, hey, look, Boba Fett is here.
Yeah, and Boba Fett was cool, but the funny thing was that he wasn't live action. Boba Fett was a cartoon. It was a cartoon short that was part of the Christmas Special. But I don't think most people consider that to be canon anymore. But this is going to be part of the Guardians of the Galaxy universe, and they're actually filming both of those films at the same time.
Jeez.
Yeah, so you're gonna watch Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas Special, and then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And you might be wondering, ladies and gentlemen, should we watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume?
Yes,
Volume 3, or should we watch the Christmas Special?
We should watch both. There's no question about it.
But people wonder, it's like, don't we have superhero fatigue? Let me tell you something. You go see this movie, The Suicide Squad, and it will dispel you of any notion of superhero fatigue. Superhero fatigue is fiction, because James Gunn is coming out with that straight fire, and as long as we get this straight fire, you ain't got to worry about being disappointed, being tired. Look, here's my impressions. This movie is great. Now, before I get furthermore into gushing about how much I love this movie, let's talk about some of the cast who was in it. So, the cast is not going to be in any particular order. Are you on the same page? Are you on a page where the little pictures?
The little pictures talking about the full cast and crew?
And you got Michael Walker as the first one?
Yeah.
All right, so we reading this straight off of IMDb. So, start us off. Michael
Rooker as Savant.
Viola Davis as Amanda Waller.
John Ostrander?
Yeah, Ostrander.
Ostrander as Dr. Fitzgibbon.
I think that's Fitzgibbon.
Fitzgibbon. Okay.
You have Joel Kinnaman as Colonel Rick Flag.
Nathan Fillion as TDK.
Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang.
Fuller Borg?
Yep, that sounds good to me.
As Javelin.
Mei-Ling Ng as Mongal.
Pete Davidson as Blackguard.
Sean Gunn as the Weasel and Calendar Man.
Margot Robbie?
No, it's Margot.
Oh, Margot Robbie. Okay, I think that's Robbie. As Harley Quinn.
Right, the T is silent. Stephen Blackheart as Briscoe.
Steve Agee, okay, as John Economics and On-Set King Shark.
Right. Tanishi Kajesi. Oh, so I know I messed up that name. My apologies. I'm doing the best I can over here. It might be Kajesi or it might be Kajis. So we say Tanashi Kajis as Flo Crawley.
To be honest, it does kind of pronounce the name in there too.
Right.
Jennifer Holland as Amelia Harcourt.
Let me skip down to Idris Elba as Bloodsport.
We have John Cena as Peacemaker.
Daniela Malquire. Daniela Malquire as Ratcatcher 2.
D. Bradley Baker as Sebastian, the voice.
Oh, that's the voice of the rat.
Yeah.
All those clicks and stuff he was making. That was the voice of the rat. You have David Datmalchian. Oh wow, I didn't realize his name was like that. David Datmalchian. Hold on, I'm gonna get this name. David Datmalchian as Polka Dot Man.
Sylvester Stallone as King Shark, voice.
Right. Storm Reed as Tyler.
Natalia? Is that?
Natalia
Safran?
Yeah.
As Kaleidoscope.
Excellent, Fernando. You found it. Jared Leland as Gore. No, I'm sorry. Jared Leland Gore as Double Down.
Ray Hernandez as Titan? No, Teniente? Teniente. Okay. Yeah, that's...
I'm skipping around over here. We're getting down to Peter Cabaldi as the Thinker.
Juan Diego Botto as President General Silvio Luna.
Right. Let me skip down. Where's the mother at? Here, I found her. Leanne Ash as Polka Dot Man's mom. Are we gonna hold her off?
No, we're not gonna forget Joe Koskio as Mayor General Matteo Suarez. Right. We'll get him in there because, and all these actors are pretty good. We skipped a lot of people. This movie was action packed. You want to forget the first rat catcher because he's on there too.
Oh yeah, what? Tell us who the first rat catcher.
Takaki?
Taika
Waititi was
Put some respect on that man's name. That man gave us Thor Ragnarok. Put some respect on that man's name.
Yes, he was indeed the first rat catcher.
Right, he played the first rat catcher in this movie. All right, so let's see who else did I want to give a shout out to. I didn't really notice the music. I'm pretty sure that the music was pretty good. I will have to watch it again. I wouldn't put it past myself to watch it again before this weekend is out. That's how good it was. We saw it.
John Murphy, that's the one who did the music.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't recognize that name. I will have to watch it again to really get a sense of what the music was because there is so much in this movie. This movie was
on
packed.
X-Men Days of Future Past. Days of Future Past, Sunrise, 28 Days Later, Your Honor, Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
Wonder Woman 84, The Last Dance, 911, Ocean 8, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know that movie.
Which one?
Michael Bay.
Okay, well that wasn't bad.
Sure.
All right. So what was your impression, Zachary?
Oh yeah, I liked it a lot.
You liked it a lot.
It's a good sequel.
It's a great sequel, and it is a sequel. Make no mistake, it is a sequel. It's just one of the best sequels that you would see if you think about. Somebody had said I watched on I forgot which YouTube video that I watched. But they was like, it was the best movie since DC's The Dark Knight. That was, who did The Dark Knight? Who was the director?
I don't remember.
No, don't worry about it. I can't remember either. You guys know what I'm talking about. He said it was the best movie since The Dark Knight. And when we watched this movie, I was like, I concur. I don't want to say that I completely agree.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan did The Dark Knight. And I was like, I don't want to say I completely agree with him. But what I will say is that I can see where he's coming from. I can see where he is coming from. That is a worthy assessment of this movie. I
just want James Gunn to do all DC and Marvel movies.
yeah. If he did all DC and Marvel movies, I would be all right with that. He is great. Well, see, this movie is filled with levity. It's filled with action, and he's good with levity and action. But like sometimes you want to see like a darker superhero movie. Like I don't want to see a levity Batman, right? Or but and then Taika Waititi, he's also great. And then the Russo brothers, they're also great. So, they can all share in this pot because they remember the Russo brothers made Infinity War and Endgame. So those are great. But
just get all of them together.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Like, go ahead and make a DC movie. Please do it.
And then some of those other movies like Iron Man, that was what's his name? See, I failed. But see, Iron Man was a good movie. He is the same guy that's right now is showrunner for The Mandalorian. So, Zachary's looking it up right now.
Jon Favreau.
Yeah, Jon Favreau.
Oh, Favreau. Okay.
You're right,
Jon
right.
Favreau.
So, yeah, this episode is going longer because it's just a bonus episode. But I'm gushing about these creators and what they're bringing to us. They're bringing us this dope entertainment, and I'm here for it. So, Zachary, we can't even talk about our favorite parts of the movie.
Oh, yeah, we can't. But just, don't bring your kids.
Yeah, don't bring your kids. It's an R-rated movie.
Don't be like, oh, it's Deadpool. We can bring... No.
This is not a Deadpool rated R. This is hard R. This is hard.
Just wait for the PG-13 comes out if they ever decided to, let's do PG-13.
There won't be a PG-13 version, but there will be a network television version. So if there's ever a network television version of the Suicide Squad, you can watch that one.
We're gonna heavily edit this down. You see all this nonsense? We gotta heavily edit this down.
Right. Or just wait till your kids grow up. But or if you that kind of parent.
And if you want to risk it, go ahead and take them. But that's not my advice.
Right. Or if you're the kind of parent that's like, just want to give your kids all the hard stuff while they're still young, then go for it. Go for it. But yeah, this movie had action, it had levity, it had the story flowed logically. There are parts in it where well, I can't say that. That's a spoiler. But anyways, let's just say it basically has a lot of what you want in a superhero movie. And I think it's like 2 hours or 2 hours, 15 minutes, but it doesn't feel like it because it flows so fast.
Like, oh yeah, this is real nice.
Right. It flows quickly and evenly. The story constantly keeps you engaged. All the actors are on their game. They're just on point with what they're trying to do.
2 hours and 12 minutes.
Right.
But the first 15 minutes, you'll be glued to your seats because it's like, okay, I'm all right. The first 15 minutes of the movie is important. Right.
It goes off with a bang, and the bang actually continues. It's like an echoing explosion. It's like you hear a big boom, and then there's an echo like. That's the kind of big bang that we're talking about with the Suicide Squad. You know what? You like superhero movies? Go see this movie. You like action movies? Go see this movie. You like comedy? Go see this movie. If you like comedy with a little bit of well, you've seen the trailer. It's got some blood and gore. If you like comedy with blood and gore, go watch this movie. It's an outstanding movie. So if you're trying to get somebody to watch this movie, what would you tell them?
I'll tell them, I need you to go watch this movie so we can talk about it, because I don't like how I can't talk about it if you don't see this movie.
That is exactly right. He hit the nail right on the hammer. This is the type of movie that as soon as you see this movie, you're going to want to talk about it to somebody, but you can't talk about it because ain't nobody seen it. And everything in this movie is a spoiler. Everything. So, yeah, all we can say is that, A, this is a great movie. B, you're going to want to talk about it after you watch this movie. C, go see it with someone. Last point, you ain't got no excuse. We saw it in the theater because we like going to the movie theater. And in our situation, it just so happened that there was hardly anybody in there. But we wore our masks the whole time anyway. But there was hardly anybody in the theater anyway. But you could watch it at home and stay safe. Watch it at home. But watch it. It's important. It's an important film for our time. It's destined for the Library of Congress.
For greatness.
Right. That's for greatness. Destined for the Library of Congress. I don't know what the box office is. If you look at I think there's a situation where it's being review bombed by audiences on Rotten Tomato.
Because they're being buttholes.
Are you on Rotten Tomatoes?
I can go to it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to it too.
Audience gave it a 96, but critics gave it a 92.
Oh, okay. So they corrected the review bomb. Yeah, I see. Is at 92.
Yeah, because they're buttholes. They don't want to watch the movie. Yeah. Because I had one of my friends tell me, "Oh yeah, my friends went to see the first 15 minutes. They said they didn't like it." I'm like, "I'm sorry. Did they watch the new one or the old one?" Because I
know why they didn't like it. There's a spoiler. I know why they didn't like it. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about what other people tell you.
Don't worry about that.
Right.
It was a good movie.
It was good. It's good movie's great. You're gonna want to see it. So. You know what? That's all I got to say. You got anything else to add?
Oh no, just go watch this movie.
Go watch the movie. Thank you for joining us for this very special episode of our podcast, the Backlit Cinema Podcast. If you want to drop us a line, you can hit us up at fanmail@backlitcinema.com or look for us on our socials, Backlit Cinema at Twitter and Backlit Cinema Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. And see you at the movies or whatever. Join us next week. We got a great episode where what did we watch? Just watch
Demolition Man.
The Demolition Man coming next week. So talk to you later. Bye-bye. Be outstanding.